tomorrow, Daniel Eads is looking to make history to become the Revenge World Champion. And this history between Daniel Eads and Bill Collier has been a rivalry that has spanned more than just revenge. They are 1-1 in singles action. This is the rubber match between the two. And Daniel Eads, who is recruited to come here by Bill Collier, is looking to knock off the Revenge World Champion. And I gotta say, this might be the biggest test Bill has ever had.
Yeah, absolutely. If you came here to see two guys who look like wrestlers going toe-to-toe and giving it everything they got, this is what you're about to get here in the Revenge Pro World Title Main Event.
It has been a long and lengthy reign for big-time Bill Collier. It has been 729 days that Bill Collier has been Revenge World Champion. Bill Collier won that title and has been the only world champion in Revenge who's been able to defend that title as he had defeated Anthony Gaines. It has been a story history for the Revenge World Championship, as it has been won by the likes of Wardlow and Pretty Boy Spoon. But Bill Collier has been a man of desperation, a man who has decided that he's going to forego his history here in Erie, forego the fans, forego his friends, in order to be the most dominant champion in Revenge history.
Yeah, it's a different side of Bill Collier than you will see anywhere else, and that I think most people have ever seen. I don't think a lot of people have ever seen this side of Bill Collier, and I mean, you can't hate it because it's working for him.
Well, Bill Collier, like I said, it has been working for him. He has been a champion. This attitude has got him opportunities for AEW Dark. It has got him on the national stage. And if you're Bill Collier, look, the people have gotten you so far, but Bill Collier is a veteran. Bill Collier knows what he needs to do to turn it on in the big time, and this is the big time right now.
Absolutely. You look at Bill Collier, anybody, you look at him and you say, how is he not a giant TV star? He looks incredible. He's one of the best wrestlers you'll ever see. And maybe it comes down to his attitude. And this is the attitude that might turn the corner for a guy like big-time Bill Collier.
Yeah, Bill Collier has been called a blue-chip athlete, has been called the top prospect, all of that. But is this his time? Let's go to Chris Gallo, our ring announcer.
Your main event contest for Revenge Pro Battle of Lake Erie 2022 is a singles match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Revenge Pro World Heavyweight Championship. Your official Revenge Pro referee, George Ross. Introducing first, the challenger. Hailing from the City of Heroes, weighing in at 235 pounds. He is the man of tomorrow. He is One Punch Daniel Eads. And his opponent, hailing from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 251 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending Revenge Pro World Heavyweight Champion. He is Big Time Bill Collier.
I tell you what, Marcus, it is so interesting because with his new attitude, some of these fans, they just still love him.
Well, there's not much you can do when you're this big, when you're this bad. Certain people are just always going to back Bill Collier. Bill Collier's turned his back on all of them.
100%, but there's a history. And there's nothing, I mean, they still have that for him. Well, maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Well, Bill Collier is going to make very, very clear that Erie is his town. He told me earlier this is a town that he built.
It is his town, though, and it has been his town for a very long time, to be honest.
Well, look, it's hard to disagree with what Bill Collier has done here in Erie. But John McChesney, Aaron Draven have built something as well here in Erie.
You are absolutely right.
But Bill Collier, like you said, it feels like he's been disrespected, that this is his place. And these people, if they're not going to back him in his quest, then he's going to turn his back on them.
Yeah, John McChesney and Aaron Draven are from here. This is their town, and they are very, very popular. But the dominance of Bill Collier over the last, I don't know, I mean, I've been doing shows here in Erie for 15, 18 years, and Bill Collier has been there the whole time and on top most of that time. So, yeah, cheer your John McChesneys and your Aaron Javens as you should. They're both incredible. They're both from here. But a guy like Big Time Bill Collier has owned this city.
He really has. Bill Collier has been a staple of Erie professional wrestling for, like you said, a very long time. But Daniel Eads is a guy who comes into Revenge Pro Wrestling. He wins the Revenge Rumble in 2020. He's quite an accomplished wrestler. He's faced Bill Collier before. He has beat Bill Collier before. And the last time they fought, it was a very lengthy, 20-minute plus match that went back and forth between these two. But it was Bill Collier who did come out victorious. But after that match, it was Bill Collier who said, this guy's got something, and shook his hand.
Yeah, and this is one of the things I love about Revenge here. Daniel Eads is not a guy you're going to see anywhere else or anything. Right. Not even close. He's a guy who was brought in because he's an incredibly talented pro wrestler, and he has something to offer here, and we're seeing it. He's in the main event of the first show back against a guy like Big Time Bill Collier, who, as we just said, has owned his area. But you know what? Tonight could be Daniel Eads' night just as easy.
Well, absolutely, and like I said earlier, Daniel Eads was someone that Bill Collier had wrestled and had told Revenge Pro management, this is a guy you need to bring in. This is a guy that tested me and took me to my limit. You really got to bring this guy in. He's got something special. And to see where Bill Collier is now, this is a guy that he respected, the guy he said you should bring in, and now the way he's treated Daniel Eads, it just shows this attitude that Bill Collier has developed.
Right, but we're talking about, look at that.
He's going for that big one punch, and listen, both these guys have that big knockout shot that they're going to be looking for.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. I've been on the receiving end of that Bill Collier punch. His hand is like a cinder block. It is not fun. But Daniel Eads, the one-punch man. He's the one-punch man for a reason.
Absolutely. He is both gentlemen are going to be looking for that big strike. And then, you look at Daniel Eads, what would Revenge look like with a Daniel Eads championship opportunity? I think it opens up a lot of individuals that could compete for the world championship here at Revenge, more opportunities.
You say that, but any guy who can take down Bill Collier is not someone who could be trifled with. Daniel Eads, last time he was here, what happened? Time limit draw with John McChesney, a guy who arguably is Erie, Pennsylvania. Time limit draw.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, Daniel Eads is quite the competitor, you said. And that is actually surprising.
Hello!
I did not expect that. The momentum of Daniel Eads just took down Bill Collier on a shoulder block, and I don't know too many people that have ever taken Bill Collier down with a shoulder block.
I was just going to say, hey, Bill Collier, how many times have you been shoulder blocked in your life? It's probably, you can probably count them on one hand.
Well, I'm sure some individuals have tried, but they were the ones on the mat. Bill Collier smartly tries to bait in Daniel Eads, but Eads takes his time, not falling for the trap that Bill Collier had set.
Absolutely. We talked earlier about, Bill Collier, a blue chip athlete, a prospect, this guy with all the tools. But those tools only get you so far. These smarts, using his brain, outsmarting his opponent, doing what he's got to do to win. That's this new Bill Collier, and that's scary.
It's very scary. We're talking about Bill Collier as one of the premier strength athletes, but look at that agility. Where else in the world are you going to find a man slightly south of 7 feet tall just jump up and Hurricane Rana another individual?
Holy smokes, this thing has gone up a level. But you were right. A guy like that, throwing a move like that, that's for me. That's for me, Bill Collier, not for you. Get that out of your playbook.
Blocks the chop, ducks the clothesline. And Eads comes back, and I am actually very, very surprised that early on this pace has favored Daniel Eads.
Well, yeah, I mean, Daniel Eads comes in here with nothing to lose. Bill Collier with everything to lose.
Absolutely. And Daniel Eads, like you said, this is his opportunity to prove himself as the premier player in Erie, and beating Bill Collier will do that. Big shoulder block. And Eads with this, like I said, methodical pace. I thought this would be a pace for Bill Collier. Eads might do better with a little more speed, but he is just taking it to Bill Collier at his terms, at his pace.
Yeah, you're right. I thought the same thing. We can talk about when they wrestled.
Neck strength of Daniel Eads. But Bill Collier gets out of the way. Eads transitions, though. And I am very, very shocked at just the slow, methodical pace that, like I said, this would favor a Bill Collier.
Sure, and I was going to say that coming into this match, you would think last time they wrestled, it was a different Bill Collier. And but it seems to be the same Daniel Eads, which isn't a bad thing. Daniel Eads is incredible. But how do you prepare for a guy you've wrestled once, but now he seems to have turned over a new leaf and he's got a whole new attitude? That's very difficult. But Daniel Eads up for the task, it seems, because he really is taking it to Bill Collier like we have never seen anybody take it to him before. I mean, pre or post new attitude.
Oh, big D strike. And I got to ask you, Colin, this is a situation where, if you've wrestled a guy before, you've had a big match, you guys went 20-plus minutes the last time that you wrestled someone, the next time you're in there, are you trying to pace yourself more in the beginnings? Wait a minute! Oh, my God!
Wow. Springs in and a cutter. And
that's a huge mistake from Daniel Eads.
And I don't know if I've ever seen Bill Collier throw a move like that. I think Bill Collier has realized that he needs to do what he needs to do. And what he was doing, not that it wasn't working,
sure,
but it wasn't working enough.
Well, and that's Bill Collier's mind. It wasn't working enough. Bill Collier had success. Bill Collier had the fans behind him. Bill Collier had the respect of everyone. And I'm not saying that just because Bill Collier's changed attitude that people don't respect Bill Collier anymore. People still respect this man.
Clearly they do. You heard the reaction.
But it is, Bill also had the respect of the locker room as a leader. And I think he has, while people still respect him as a competitor, the locker room I don't think respects Bill so much as the leader as he once was. And most specifically was his former protege, Pretty Boy Smooth.
Right, absolutely. And to answer your question from earlier, you walk into a match like this with a guy who you've wrestled, who you know, or you think you know. It's easier to game plan because you've been in there doing it. It's one thing to watch on film, but it's a whole other thing to be in there with somebody and feel those shots and feel those moves and take that punishment from another human. It's a whole different game plan. But when you walk in and seemingly this person that you've gone 20 minutes with has changed their game plan completely, that's we're at even here. We're back at one.
Woof. Big drop kick from Bill Collier. There are a few people with that kind of leaping ability at that kind of size.
Yeah. Bill Collier impresses me more every time I see him.
Getting back into looks like Bill Collier has trapped the arm and then using his hands there, look like on the carotid artery, trying to slow down Daniel Eads.
Yeah, wear him out. At some point, this match had to get there, but Eads out fast.
Oh yeah, big roundhouse kick from Daniel Eads.
What a kick!
And now Eads fighting back in the corner, trying to stave off the offense of big-time Bill Collier. Reversed by Collier, Eads into the corner. Ooh, and just a freight train clothesline in the corner. And that's the thing about Bill Collier. When Bill Collier is doing beautiful, pretty moves like those drop kicks and things like that, sure, they look great, but just that freight train coming in. But Eads out of the way. Collier makes a mistake. And now look out. Eads going for it again, using that neck strength. Collier gets out of the way. Oh, clothesline to the back of the head, and then Eads goes face first into the turnbuckle.
So for me, anytime I see something like that, Eads has gone for it twice, and Bill Collier has shown that he wants no part of what's coming when Eads goes up into that handstand.
Yes.
He's avoided it like the plague so far. So that shows me that Bill wants no part of that because he's probably felt it before, and he knows how dangerous it can be for his Revenge Pro world title reign.
Big suplex from big-time Bill Collier, and he tells Erie what he thinks of them.
One-finger salute.
Bill Collier, like I said, won this Revenge world title from PB Smooth. PB with a big victory earlier tonight. And I gotta think PB Smooth is watching this match in the back, watching his former mentor who turned his back on PB. I don't think PB is, wait a minute, cover here, 2 count only. I don't think PB is quite done with Bill Collier, whether Bill Collier walks out of this match Revenge World Champion or not.
Correct, yeah. I mean, PB Smooth, I've known him since he first started, and he really is a student of the game, and it felt like he found someone in Bill Collier with size. It's tough when you're a guy like PB Smooth to find somebody like that who has similar size and athleticism, who you can learn from and get the tools from like he had in a Bill Collier. So, I mean...
Well, and we talked about Bill Collier was that guy to a lot of people. He loved being the locker room leader. He loved being the guy who took people under his wing, and that all changed when he became Revenge World Champion. That attitude changed because, it wasn't getting him to the top, in his opinion. Woof, big fall away slam, and he's going to follow it up with that kip up. And
good God.
Bill Collier at times feels like he's entered a cheat code into the system.
Yeah.
There are video games that don't let you build wrestlers like Bill Collier because they say it's unrealistic to have someone at that height, at that speed, and that strength.
But you know what? Daniel Eads is almost as tall, almost as big.
Oh, wait a minute. Eads caught him with a pump handle with a backbreaker. And that's going to even the playing field for Daniel Eads.
A beautiful pump handle backbreaker there from Daniel Eads.
Yeah, Daniel Eads trying to find some way to get Bill Collier off his game. And as we said earlier, these guys are no stranger to longer matches. Last time, over 20 minutes they wrestled. And in so much of this match, after 2 years, is so much about the conditioning of where you've been. Both of these men have been wrestling through the last 2 years, so they are in prime ring condition.
Yeah. And in a match like this, it's about giving it your best shot and seeing what they can take.
Daniel Eads trying to dig down deep here with some big shots to Bill Collier. Neither man going off their feet. Back and forth. Forearm shots, and Daniel's looking for that big strike. No! European-style uppercut. Oh, and a pump kick! right in the rush. Headbutt. Bill Collier looking for that shot. No. Blocked. One punch from Eads.
That could be it.
This could be it. Transitions into a soul food, eat defeat, and now Bill Collier's wide open. Super kick.
He's got a corner. He's got him dead to rights.
And if we saw what Eads done earlier, he's definitely going to be going for that neck bridge into this drop kick.
Bill's been avoiding this all match.
Bill's been avoiding it, but if he hits it here, this could be all in.
Eads.
Right down, 2 feet right into the heart of Bill Collier.
He got it. Pin him.
But Eads, I don't think he thinks he's got all of it yet.
Yeah. I mean, these guys know each other better than anything. I mean,
look out, goes for something in the corner, but Bill Collier able to stave it off. Forearm again.
It's all Eads right now. He's got to go for broke right here.
Whoa!
Springs into a flatliner.
Yeah, that was what he was going for earlier that Bill had caught her, but this could be it. 2. No.
Man, if you're a guy like Eads, I know you're spent, but you just hit him with that drop kick that you needed. You hit him with that flatliner. You have to get all of your body over that man's shoulders. There is no way you were going to pin him like that. No way.
Well, and that's the difficulty of someone like Bill Collier who's got that wide shoulder base. No, Collier transitions into a German. And this is what Eads didn't want, which is Bill Collier finding a way to dig in.
Eads going for that ripcord. It did not pay off for him.
Wait a minute. Bill goes again for that Hurricane Run. Look out, buckle bomb!
Get out of town!
Super kick! Eads still on his feet. Holds on, ripcord, one punch!
That's what he was looking for.
But Bill Collier is up on his feet already. Wait a minute. Goes for a choke slam.
Sit out. Get some weight on him, young man.
No.
That is 2.9. That is about as close to a 3 count as you're going to get. Eads, you've got him. You've got him where you want him. Capitalize. Come on, man.
Colin, I got to agree with you. I think Daniel Eads would have this one if he could have just got a little more weight onto Bill's shoulders there.
I know.
Eads is so exhausted. You can only get that.
Imagine throwing a guy that size around like Eads has been doing. It's got to take so much out of you. Like, just like that. Are you kidding me?
Bill slips out the back, goes for a super kick again. Catches Eads, but Eads trying to roll out of it, but...
Stick kick.
That sick kick. Cover, this could be it. No!
Man,
and I agree. I thought he had him there. Full weight on the shoulders.
Full weight on the shoulders by Bill Collier. Bill Collier watched the last 2 pins from Daniel Eads. He felt those last 2 pins. He knew how easy he can get out, and he wasn't making that mistake. This is a smarter Bill Collier.
Bill Collier, this new attitude, this desperation that he has to remain Revenge World Champion.
He's like a robot that reads the program and says, nah, I can do better.
Now Bill Collier, I don't know where Bill Collier's going. Man, this size on the second rope. Wait a minute. Big European uppercut, and Collier shook, went full Nelson, no. Transitions. Oh! Reverse suplex.
Eads, please, put some
weight
on that man's shoulders.
Cover!
This could be it! New champ! No, get out of here!
2 count only, and if I'm Daniel Eads...
What is it going to take?
What is it going to take to put Bill Collier down? I don't know. I think
he just dropped a man the size of Bill Collier on his forehead. Nobody drops Bill Collier on his forehead like that.
Colin, you know that everyone in the back has been watching this match to see what it takes to beat a guy like Bill Collier. And if Daniel Eads can't figure it out, I don't know if the rest of the locker room can figure it out.
Absolutely. I don't know where you're ever going to see 2 guys this size going this hard, doing what they're doing. It's unbelievable.
Oh, knockout shot from Bill Collier. That's it. But Bill Collier has nothing left in the tank to make a cover.
That's it.
If he can get over there, I think he's got this one.
That's night-night. That's nap time.
But Bill Collier has taken so much punishment from Daniel Eads. It's taken everything he's got to just get over and make a cover now.
I mean, at this point, you could count to 100, I think. 1, 2, call it a night.
Whoa!
Daniel Eads, man, he's so unpredictable. What do either of these men have in the tank? But, I mean, Eads.
Well, you gotta say, Colin, Daniel Eads just took Bill Collier's best shot and kicked out. I think Bill Collier has taken some of Daniel Eads' best shots and is kicked out. We talked about this going 20 minutes before. This might go longer. Wait a minute! What a transition out of that.
There it is!
The Superman punch, sorry.
Oh, wait!
This is it! New champion!
New champion!
No!
Are you kidding me?
Colin, I got flustered on that as Bill Collier went for that spear. Daniel Eads double stomped Collier out of it, then hit that Superman punch.
And that right there is the advantage of wrestling a guy before. That's the advantage of having gone 20 minutes with someone before. He saw that spear. He knows that spear. He knows when Bill has you in that position, that's what he's going to go for. What did he do? He jumped up and stomped his face into the mat and hit his punch. Here he goes. Is he going for Bill's?
Bill Collier is grabbing the referee. He's got the shoulder, and now the referee goes down. And Daniel Eads just sits out with Bill Collier. He's got him. We got a referee.
1, 2, 3.
He's got him beat. Can we get a referee out
here? Here he comes.
Here comes the second referee.
1, 2.
No.
He had him for 8. Come on.
Oh my God.
Daniel Eads should be Revenge Pro World Champion right now.
I got to agree with you, Colin. I think Daniel Eads had Bill Collier beat. I mean, we'll never know, but we got a second referee out. We're going to keep going with this matchup.
There should be a hand raised. We should be looking at a brand new champion.
And now Eads coming with that big punch. Look out! Superman punch! No!
Oh.
Collier just held on to the referee and then moved out of the way.
Yeah, and Jarka is not Bill Collier. He might sleep forever.
Oh, low blow.
come on.
We talked about the desperation in Bill Collier. Knockout shot. He didn't need to do that. He could have beat him with the low blow.
He could have beat him without the low blow. He could have beat him with the punch. He could have beat him.
And now George Ross is up.
That's it. Still champ. Bill Collier. Man, who's going to beat him?
Revenge Pro World Heavyweight Champion, Bill Collier!
Colin, I gotta agree with you. Bill Collier used that knockout shot and has beaten Daniel Eads. And it's gonna be very few people in the Revenge locker room that can compete with this Bill Collier.
Yeah.
When Bill Collier throws out all morals, when Bill Collier throws out all traditions, he is going to be an individual that is almost impossible to beat. But we've still got competition in the back.
I was just going to say, who's going to beat him? Who's going to beat him?
Well, we got security in the way.
Who can beat him? A motivated PB Smooth.
Wait a minute, look out, PB Smooth!
Might be that guy.
Just use security to hit security, knockout shot.
That security is holding back Bill Collier. I'm using air quotes.
Well, I don't think Bill Collier's being held back. I think Bill Collier's using them
As bait
to get out of the way because Pretty Boy Smooth wants Bill Collier and he wants that title.
Hey, Bill! Hey, Bill, let's put the cards on the table. Let's tell everybody here what's been going on. Let's tell them how you refused to sign the contract to give me my rematch. I don't deserve it. Well, how about you stop ducking me, stop being a bitch, and man up?
The former champ Pretty Boy Smooth wants his rematch.
I tell you what, 2 years ago,
Well, wait a minute. Someone who's out here who can make a rematch.
2 years ago, Bill Collier would have stepped in there.
You believe in between the hours and truth? I'm the highest paid bitch in here. TV, my check a little heavier than yours? Do you know why? Because I hold the gold. We broke the record tonight in Erie because of me.
Not totally
The
wrong.
truth is, I'm tired of carrying a city on my goddamn back. 15 years. 15 years. Nobody's won more championships than me. Nobody has been in more main events than me. Nobody has been a part of record-breaking attendances like when I was in the main event.
He's not. We talked about this earlier. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. But Bill Collier can make this match if he wants to. He can be the guy that says
So
yes.
here's how we do this. Sounds to me, Erie, like you want to see a rematch between me and PB Punk Bitch Smooth.
Wow.
Is that what you want? You want that match here?
Bill Collier can make this match anytime he wants. He's the champion, and if he says PB Smooth gets it,
You want that match, PB? Forget about it. Beat someone.
Wow. Hey, once again, we talked about the new attitude. What, 2 years ago? 2 years ago, Bill Collier takes that match.
well, hold on a second.
Don't you dare talk about this town and how damn good you are. Pretty Boy Smooth is damn sure the soul of this town. And I thought you would be a fighting champion and you don't want the match. Well, guess what? The champion is contractually obligated to defend the title on May 2nd. And you,
Wow.
listen, we will look into that, but already signed. May 7th, Big Time Bill Collier, the Revenge Heavyweight Champion, versus PB, Pretty Boy Smooth.
Contracts are signed already. Legal documents can't be changed.
But this crowd showed their respect and their love for Daniel Eads, a guy who gave it all he had and seemingly got the raw end of the deal here. But either way, Pretty Boy Smooth, Bill Collier, when we are back here at the Avalon in May.
Absolutely, May 7th, Pretty Boy Smooth looks to get revenge back at the Avalon. For Colin Delaney, Derek Dillinger, Chris LaRusso, Zach Bishop, thank you everyone for joining us on commentary. Thank you for IndyWrestling.us. I've been Marty Spann. We will see everyone back here at the Avalon on May 7th for Revenge Pro Wrestling.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.